Hey guys, what is up? It is Jim here. Today I have a new gun for you guys, and this is the LEGO MG-42 German light machine gun. So this is quite the insane gun to make in LEGO, and the reason why is because of its size, or, you know, mainly width, I guess, you could say. But I am super happy with the way this thing turned out. There are some parts that aren't too good, but we'll get to those eventually. So, the reason for the kind of weird camera angle is because it's quite heavy, and it's not super sturdy, so we're gonna have to record it like this, but I'll still be able to show off the parts of the gun. So, we'll start off at the stock, which is light gray, just so you can kind of, you know, have some differences in color. And it was supposed to be 6 studs wide, but I didn't end up having enough light gray for it. So it has the nice slope here, the kind of piece that sticks out there. But it does look really good, pretty accurate. We have these plates, which is kind of just a transfer from 6 to 4. And the slope on top here, which is super comfortable in this top piece right there. We have the back of the receiver, which has 2 screws right here. This is the release for the top cover, which sadly doesn't work because I couldn't find a way to make that, you know, work with the way the insides of this gun happens to be designed, but you can lift it up, but the only problem is when you're going to close it, then you kind of have to pull back on the stock like this so that it will actually go in, but it does work. So got some circular details here, the nice sloping of the whole cover. We have the screw details in the receiver right there. We've got the same on the other side, right there. We have the piece here that's connected to the lower, which I believe is how the lower is connected to the upper. So you'd take these out. As you can see, I have a golden one there, just for fun. It's mainly because I didn't have another 2x2 plate and light gray, but you know, it works. We have the grip here, which is super insanely sturdy. It is based on the same design as my MPX grip, and yeah, it is definitely sturdy enough to hold up the whole gun, but I'm not going to risk it right now during recording because I'm not stupid. So we have the trigger right there, which is really nice, works quite well. You can barely see the pieces connected to, so it's pretty good. The safety, that doesn't work or even move because of the connection of the grip, but the grip is super sturdy, and it does look really good. As you can see, I have some light gray going kind of through the middle, you can see, and then it's kind of these pieces that are wooden covers, but it is really pretty comfortable and looks super good with the screw details. The trigger guard as well looks really good. We're supposed to have the shell ejection port here, but I did actually forget about it, so sadly there is none. But I'll go ahead and turn the gun around so you can see kind of just the same details, just that we have the charging handle on this side. So the way this works is you pull this out, and then you can grab this and then pull it back, but it is a bit unsturdy in my case, just because I had to make it folding like this. So you can pull it back, and then pull the bolt all the way back, push it back forwards. This is supposed to have a rubber band, but there was no way of connecting a rubber band without having it being visible, so I didn't want it. We have the ejection for the belt piece that holds the bullets together, which isn't really needed, but we have these details on the cover, which I'll now lift up. So you just kind of pull up, there's just some studs holding it in there, and as you can see, there's nothing here. This is right on top of the bolt, which you can see a bit of here, so if I pull back the charging handle, it'll open up. So it's a 4 wide bolt, which is quite massive. So if you want to load the gun, you can then grab the belt. And the one I made is pretty terrible because I did not have enough cylinders to actually make a proper belt, or even enough 1x3 Technic beams. But yeah, this is the best bullet belt I could make, so, you know, it's gonna work. So you're gonna put that in there, close this down, kind of pull back on the stock so it can go down, and of course this is where you would have this piece. Whoops, that's not in frame. This piece that would then lock in here. But yeah, then your belt's loaded in, then you can load it up, and then you're ready to lay down some suppressive fire. So for now I'm just gonna leave the bullets out because they do kind of look weird. So there we go. This is where the lid is connected. This is kind of the weak point of the gun because the barrel is really heavy, and I did have to try to make the magwell fit in there. So if we turn the gun around, you can see one of the probably most clever features about this gun. So it might just look like a normal detail here, but this is the cover that you would then open up, which would then also pull the barrel out, and then you could take your barrel out, put in another one. So I didn't feature this opening or even taking the barrel out because there's no way I would be able to have a 4-wide barrel come out of this thing. So, you know, I don't think I would be able to remove it anyways. Turn it around again. We have the rear sight, which is adjustable, so it's kind of like a leaf sight. So you can push this and then it goes up, and then goes down. So it is a pretty nice rear sight. You don't really need too complicated sights on this, but I'll get more into that later. Here we have some detailing from the other side. That's where the cover is connected. We have the 6 holes right here, which this is where I made my mistake number 1 when I was making this gun. I should have had at least 4 or 5 studs right here between each 1x2 slope so that this would be the proper length. But I did end up making it a bit too short, so the barrel is a little bit too short, but yeah. You have the main barrel in there, which is 4 studs wide, as I said. It's supposed to be 3x3, but there's no way to have that be nicely sloped. So I decided to make it look rounded on the inside instead. So you can see it all the way on that side. There goes the sight. I'll fix that. There we go. So we have the open holes here, which are supposed to be the same size as these, of course. And I do think they are supposed to be at the bottom as well, but on the bottom I don't really have anything, so that's kind of sad, I guess. In front here, you're supposed to have a different sight. I'm not too sure what the sight is called, but it's supposed to be a different sight that you can fold up, and I guess it is for a bit of a longer range. But anyways, you have the muzzle right here, which has the cylinder and then the iconic cone piece right there. So I decided to not do like everyone else and just use the Technic cone piece because everyone does that, so I decided to make it a bit different. We have the bipod, which is a really heavy-duty bipod. It had to be because this gun is pretty heavy, and it does need to stand up to a lot of weight, and you know, and it does actually work really super well. The gun will not fall when it is on it, so that's pretty good. You can see it right there. And yeah, I don't think there's too much else to this gun. It's kind of like a plain gun, but it was somewhat simple to make because it was pretty much just stacking a bunch of bricks. It just more took a long time, so I dedicated all my time these past few days just to make this gun and not to do anything else meanwhile. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this gun. I worked really hard on this, even though it's not completely as it could be. It could probably be a lot better than it is. But yeah, it's definitely needed to be made. A lot of people have requested it for a very long time, so finally gave in to the request of making it. And yeah, hopefully you guys are pretty happy with this gun. And yeah, make sure to request some more guns down below. I think I'm gonna upload a few smaller guns after this, just so we can kind of have a little bit of breathing room after this. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a comment and actually click the bell. I know everyone says that, but you will not see my videos if you don't. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys. Goodbye.